Part 1. The disappearing hiker. It was late October, a crisp autumn evening in Maryland, and the sky was a deep purple as the sun set over the dense forest surrounding the Patuxent River. A group of friends had gathered for a weekend camping trip. There were 5 of them: Matt, Sarah, Jason, Lucy, and Tom, eager to escape the city and enjoy the wilderness. As they set up their tents, they heard a strange, distant sound, like the bleating of a goat. It echoed through the trees, sending shivers down their spines. "Probably just a deer or something," Matt said, trying to reassure the others. But Sarah, the local, wasn't so convinced. "This area is full of stories. They say there's a creature lurking in these woods, half man, half goat," she whispered. "The goatman. He's supposed to be some kind of evil spirit or cursed farmer. People have been vanishing for decades, and all anyone ever finds are hoof prints in the dirt." Lucy laughed, though her voice wavered. "You're just trying to scare us." "Maybe, but there's truth in every legend," Sarah replied, her eyes scanning the darkening forest. As night fell, the group gathered around the fire, telling ghost stories. The unease from earlier seemed to fade as they laughed and joked. But when Tom stood up to gather more firewood, the strange bleating returned. This time, it was closer, more distinct. "Did anyone else hear that?" Jason asked, his face paling. "It's just an animal," Lucy insisted, though she gripped her blanket tighter. Tom didn't return after 10 minutes, which stretched into 20, then 30. Concern turned to fear as the night grew colder, and the fire began to dim. Matt decided to go look for him. "I'll be back in a few minutes." He probably just wandered off. The others waited by the fire, their nerves on edge. Time dragged on, and soon Matt had been gone nearly as long as Tom. Suddenly, a twig snapped behind them. They all turned, hearts pounding. Emerging from the trees, Matt stumbled into the clearing, his face pale and eyes wide with terror. "What happened? Where's Tom?" Sarah asked, rushing to his side. But Matt didn't speak. He just stared at the fire, his hands trembling. "Matt," Jason shouted, shaking his friend's shoulders. "Talk to us." Finally, Matt whispered, his voice hollow. "There's something in the woods. It's not human."